We overhear a lot of conversations at bar functions, and I love listening to them because I will invariably hear an attorney going, none of the attorneys that work for me originate cases, or I seem to be the only one who signs up new clients, or even I'm exhausted trying to find enough new clients and cases to feed all these attorneys that are working for me. And I want to just kind of shake them and say, hello, design a bonus system that incentivizes your attorneys to originate. But I know if I did, the response would be, okay, fine, but what kind of bonuses do I pay for origination? We're working with an attorney named Micah, and he had 7 attorneys working for him. And he was that exhausted, frantic guy trying to find enough work to keep everybody busy. If he took a vacation, his new cases would fall off, his people wouldn't meet their billing goals, and he'd run a loss. So not only did he have to pay for airfare, hotel, food, and entertainment on the trip, he then had to pay a month or 2 later because of all the lost revenue. So Micah wanted the attorneys to take some of the burden off of him. We pointed out that he did not pay an origination bonus, so there was no reason for them to do the hard work of looking for cases. Here's what we did. We designed a bonus system, and we started paying attorneys 10% of every case they brought in. And when I say 10% of every case they brought in, 10% of what they billed, what Micah billed, what any attorney billed, and 10% of what the paralegals billed. The next year, instead of the 7 attorneys originating about $50,000 like they had the year before, they got closer to $300,000. And while this might not seem a lot, it was a huge relief for Micah. It also meant that while he took a vacation the next year, marketing and sales were still happening. As a result, he didn't have to pay with a month or 2 of losses like he did in the past. So here's the big question. What is it you want your attorneys to do? Do you want them to bill? If that's what you want them to do, pay a low or no origination fee. You want them to generate cases? Give them a higher fee. You want them to bill over their goal? Give them a percentage of that too. You need to incentivize your billable people to do what you want them to do. So I'm just going to tell you the answers. If it is an attorney, generally we say pay 10% of everything they originate. That includes work that other people did on a case they brought in. Now, you can also peg it to your ideal marketing percentage. So for instance, if your revenue is between X and Y, and you want to spend, I don't know, 9% on marketing, you're willing to pay 9 cents on every dollar that comes in to get a case. Your cost of case acquisition, your acquisition case cost, then pay 9%. Now, if you really want them to spend time originating, think about a tiered system. Maybe it's 7% for the first 100,000 they bring in and 12% for everything above that. That's going to motivate them to get over that first 100,000. Now, a word of caution. You have to be very specific about what origination means. Doing a sales call is not originating a case. A former client who returns is not originating a case. Meeting somebody in the owner's networking group at a party is not originating a case. Anybody that comes from internet marketing, not a case, not an origination. Here's what originating is. Their friends and family, anybody from their formal networking groups, and people that they meet at events that are not already in the firm's database. Now, let's talk about non-attorney origination. Because of fee sharing, well, except in Arizona, you can only pay a flat fee. So think about bonusing for things like setting appointments. Give your intake person or your receptionist or the paralegal $5 to $10 every time they book a sales call for you. And then based on how big an average case is for you, if they go out and originate it, we've already talked about what originating is, pay them $50 to $500 for ringing in the case. Here is the key with non-attorney origination bonuses. The fee must be set in advance and it cannot change with the size of the case. The moment it starts to change with the size of the case, you're fee splitting, which you cannot do except in Arizona. All right, if you want to know more about how to improve the profitability of your team, click the link below and we'll be happy to educate you.